Hi everyone, Mr. Hawkins with Hawkins Tech, and we are only 3 months away from the iPhone 17 lineup. And in this video, I'm going to talk about some of the latest leaks and rumors of what we can see regarding the iPhone 17. But first, I want to mention WWDC. We are only a couple of days away from WWDC, Apple's Worldwide Developer Conference. That is going to take place on Monday, June 9th at 10 a.m. Pacific Time or 1 p.m. Eastern Time, or even 12 p.m. Central Time where I'm located. It is going to take place there, and we can expect to see all of the softwares, iOS 26, iPadOS 26, and a lot more, all getting the 26 number. The initial beta will go out next week, and depending on when I upgrade my iPhone, keeping this 12, I am planning on installing the beta. But I will have a video out showing you how to prepare to update to iOS 26. That video is going to come out on Sunday. They titled the event Sleek Peek, and this hints at iOS 26 and the code name Solarium, which is supposed to be like a glass-like redesign. So we can expect those to be shown off next week. Now then, as far as the iPhone 17, this is what I'm really looking forward to as well. There is a lot of changes happening with the iPhone 17, and I'm going to talk about each individual lineup. These are dummy models. They're not functional, but they're just to showcase manufacturers different things. On the far left, we have the iPhone 17. Looks awfully familiar to the iPhone 16. It's expected to still maintain the same processor, 8 gigabytes of RAM, and it's rumored that all of the models, including the regular iPhone 17, could get a 120 hertz display. I would love for Apple to do this. I think they should have done it with the standard iPhone 13, 14, 15, and 16. Even the iPhone 12 should have gotten it, which is the phone I use. But the base models don't get the new refresh rate. That's only a Pro feature. Well, this year can change that. We're getting a 120 hertz ProMotion refresh rate on all models. Next to that, we have the iPhone 17 Air, which is the thinnest iPhone. It's expected to be as thin as 5.5 millimeters. If that's not correct, leave a comment on the video. Then we have the iPhone 17 Pro and the iPhone 17 Pro Max. All of these are expected to have an update, and the first thing I'll mention is the iPhone Air and Pro Max. Couple months ago, late last year, it was rumored that the iPhone 17 Pro could have a design that replicates the Google Pixel, where it's a horizontal camera design across the top with 3 cameras and a flashlight. It was rumored for that to be the new design, but then it was later changed to maintain the current design with the pizza slice camera design, except having the flashlight and LiDAR pushed to the far right, and with this huge camera bump around the entire cameras itself. So we are expected to get changes with that part of the iPhone 17. And the iPhone 17 Air is also getting changes. Here's another picture of the Pro up close. And then we have the iPhone 17 Air. Now, I believe they've moved the flashlight to the far right on here to align with the Pro models, how we have the pizza slice camera design with the flashlight and LiDAR pushed to the far right. Then we have this rectangular camera bump around the flashlight and camera. Case manufacturers are going to have a rectangular cutout, one singular camera, and a flashlight. And to show you the side, this is the iPhone 17 Air. Let's see if it says anything here about how thin it's supposed to be. It does say 5 to 6 millimeters. But I would say it's 5.5 millimeters thin according to information I found. So that's the iPhone 17 Air. Now, here is what some cases could look like. Here is one case that maintains the entire camera cutout for the iPhone 17. We also have more cases to show. Here's the iPhone 17 Pro clear case. Now, as far as the design on all of these, well, the most design that I know a lot of people are probably going to be disappointed with is the standard iPhone 17 for a couple reasons. Even though it might be getting a 120 hertz ProMotion, which is something that really needs to happen, I think Apple should have given the standard phones some level of pro features other than their cameras and processor. But the iPhone 17 has the iPhone 16 body with the vertical stacked cameras, with the flashlight outside the oval, and the A18 chip. So a lot of people are probably going to skip over the regular iPhone 17 and probably going to go for the iPhone 17 Air, where all is expected to get the A19 chip, and I believe some have rumored to be 12 gigabytes of RAM. Honestly, that would be the biggest thing that Apple could ever do, whereas my iPhone 12 has 4 gigabytes of RAM, and it's quite frustrating when apps have to reload in the background, especially when I'm not even outside that app for too long and it refreshes in the background. That can be quite annoying at times. So it's really interesting if Apple gives the iPhones 12 gigs of RAM, but the iPhone 17 is expected to maintain the 8 gigs of RAM that is founded in the iPhone 16. I believe it has 8 gigs of RAM, but it could have less. Now, as far as their displays, well, earlier on, it was rumored that the iPhone 17 could have a smaller dynamic island. This was first rumored last year, exactly around May to June last year. It was rumored that it could have a smaller dynamic island on the iPhone 17. Then it was later currently backed up by saying the iPhone 17 could have a similar dynamic island of the same size. Apple could have smaller Face ID components for the iPhone 17 or under the display Face ID sensors to work with the smaller dynamic island. Now, I'm not sure what colors the iPhone Air could come in, but this could be a really nice color for the iPhone 17 Air. But a color I would love to see Apple bring back is product red. That is a color that I have on my iPhone 12. If you guys been watching my videos where I've showed off my iPhone 12, I use a product red iPhone 12, and I just did a video of it a couple of days ago where it's made 3 years since I've had my iPhone 12. I've been using this phone for 3 years. As far as what other designs we could see, well, the iPhone 17 Air could have a type of battery. It may not get all-day battery life, but maybe Apple is going to have to make battery cases for the iPhone 17 Air model so that the battery could charge and it could make it through a full day. Cases with different battery packs. We could see that come to the iPhone 17 Air. And one thing I forgot to mention is another color that I would like to see is we can also see a blue color. I would like to see a sky blue color for the iPhone 17. and the 17 Air models. Now, as far as when to expect these to be initially released, well, usually we get new iPhones in September. So last year, Apple had their event on September 9th. I forgot what it was called, but they had their Apple event where they showed the iPhone 16 on September 9th. So we could see a September 8th, 9th, or 10th release with iOS 26 RC releasing. Then on September 15th, we can have iOS 26 released to the public with the iPhone 17 models releasing on Friday, September 19th. And I'm probably going to have a big video to cover in September when I do my iOS 26 What's New video. That is going to probably be the first time that I've done a completely large, major software update that's bigger than a point update on this channel. As I'm sure you guys know, I started this channel 2 months exactly after iOS 18 released. I started this YouTube channel, Hawkins Tech, on November 16th, 2024, which is exactly 2 months after iOS 18 dropped to the public. And I kind of wish I would have started it earlier so I could have gotten iOS 18 in a video as a What's New video. But I will get iOS 19 and even the beta as I'm hopefully upgrading to another iPhone this month, but also keeping my current phone, which is the iPhone 12, this phone, and I will be installing the iOS 26 beta. I'm probably going to have to install the public beta as I'm going to end up getting my iPhone towards late June. So I'm probably going to install the public beta when it does become available. I'll get the public beta and run that until the RC. And whilst I'll also make videos on stable iOS 18 releases on my iPhone 14 when I get that as well. So we have a lot to look forward to the next 3 months. WWDC is one of them, and the iPhone 17 lineup is another. And I will keep you guys posted, so make sure you guys follow me on not only my YouTube channel, where you can get long videos, but also make sure you guys follow me on TikTok. I currently have 25 followers on TikTok, so make sure you guys follow me on TikTok. The name of my channel is called Hawkins Tech, same as my YouTube channel. If you enjoyed this video, make sure you guys like and subscribe, and also comment down below. If you're looking forward to iOS 26 and the iPhone 17, as well as me, I'm Mr. Hawkins with Hawkins Tech, and I'll see you guys in my next video. Peace.